Hello everyone, thank you for joining me in another live stream. Today we're going to continue where we left off on Thursday. Unfortunately, we found out that Minfilia might not be coming back to us anymore. Using her strength to give Heidelin a voice to speak to us once again, she and Heidelin are now one. That's the words of the mother. I don't know where we're gonna go from this. If we ever gonna be able to bring her back, or if it's too late. But we have to keep moving forward, at least in her name. So let's continue.
Says I must ask that you not breathe a word of this to any of the others of the Rising Stones, especially Flamin.
Oh god, her mom. I didn't even realize what she just got. She just reunited with her daughter.
I will brief Tataru on what we have learned, as well as Oriange. He may have insight into what the word told us. As for you, Cyber, after all you have done, I would say you have earned a rest. But speaking of well-earned rewards, I received a missive from...
Hey Lily, can't join you today because my case around my laptop screen is broken. Oh no! That sucks to hear. No worries, Lily. You should get that fixed. At least your screen didn't get damaged, right? Just the case. So I'll be in and out of your stream today. I appreciate it, Lily. You didn't have to. But I'm happy that you're still here. Only the screen case? Okay, that's good. Changing the screen is very hard. I tried it one time because it was just cheaper to change the screen than buy a whole new computer. But it's very delicate, laptop screens.
He did not divulge the details, preferring instead to explain in person. Mayhap you should pay him a visit?
Let's go see him. Congregation of a Knights Most Heavenly. Also, that has me wondering, do you play Final Fantasy on laptop or PC? I haven't really paid attention how much usage the game has on my PC. I just assumed it was very heavy because of
Temple Night Guard says
multiplayer and the screens and all that, especially the battle effects.
shown inside.
But it's not also, at least the parts I'm playing, not that old. I mean, not that new. Let's see what he has to say. At least it's all better now.
A pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation.
Yeah. The most unfortunate timing.
Good, good. You of all people should be present.
What are you gonna do?
When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope.
Yeah.
Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples.
Yeah, it's great. Seize the opportunity.
You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend. But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance. Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the worm's ire, but if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change.
For our dear friends that have passed, I'll do as much as I can. What the? Dude, don't scare me like that.
Tis nothing. Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen.
This guy. You're pushing yourself too hard.
It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots. The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead.
We gotta find a venue that's big enough for dragons and people.
I knew you would understand.
So where's my mouse thing? God, I'm so tired. Forgive me if sometimes I sound tired. I started going to the gym again, and I worked on my legs, and I've been exhausted.
The conference will take place on the
Thankfully
border
not
of
sore,
Guardian
just
and
exhausted.
territory in Falcon's Nest. Lucia is there, seeing to the final preparations, even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. Oh, and one more thing. A drink.
What?
Make time for one. Once the conference is concluded.
Hey.
I mean, by my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
Hey, those are death flags. You can't be saying stuff. Oh my gosh. Why everyone dies so easily? You can't be saying these things. What? Oh, I'm showing that I'm sad. Even through the loss of my friend, I still helped them out. Falcon's next. Now, where is Lucia? You okay? Why are you looking up like that?
Lucia says the Lord Commander said you would come, Cyber. As you can see, preparations for the conference are proceeding apace. Mark well the curtain above.
Let's see.
It conceals a relief that will be unveiled during
A relief.
the Masons' Labor Day and night to see it finished on schedule.
Like the four houses and the dragon? That'd be cool.
Sir Americ wanted a symbol which would endure long after this conference is concluded. I think he will be pleased with the result.
It gotta be iconic.
'Twas not my war, but I made it mine, and to see it draw closer to a resolution fills me with a strange hope. His faith is infectious, is it not? His certainty that we can be better than we are. Forgive
Forgot
me
my fan was
for
on.
rambling. You must be tired from your journey. Go, rest. I will not keep you.
It was another hot day. Hopefully, fall gets here soon. With that, I could just open my window. And that will be enough to cool down my room.
If you would rather not take a rest, then why not take a walk around Falcon's Nest? Make your presence known to the people and so forth. In addition to those who have come from far and wide to attend this ceremony, you may meet Lords Artwell and Eminellum, who have graciously volunteered their services. They should be glad to see you. Now, if you would excuse me, I must needs return to my duties.
Okay. It's been a while, sir.
Red will
There's been much change since we last seen each other.
Well met, Master Bolt, and fear not, I've no intention of begging your aid with this or that. Everything appears to be in order. My only lingering concern is that one of the convictors might not have been informed of our plans.
Convict
As
us.
I recall, Vidofnir may pass directly over their encampment.
Oh, yeah.
The last thing we need is a glory-seeking nobleman attempting to slay a Dravanian ambassador to a peace conference.
That's gonna be bad. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go see them. That wasn't really necessary, but
Rhoda says bloody excited, isn't it? Not just peace with the dragons, but with all them heretics besides. Don't misunderstand, we've all got a healthy fear of being bathed in dragon fire. That being said, the heretics did far more to hinder our efforts here in the past, so hearing that we're close to a reconciliation comes as a great relief.
peace for everyone. They could now live their lives, focus on other things.
Lowborn Youth says, do you know when everything's set to begin? I wasn't sure how many might come, so I thought it best to come.
Oh my god.
Great view. When I heard that Sarah Emmerich was planning to make a speech, I knew I couldn't miss it. I mean, the man risked his own neck to rescue those hostages. How often do we get heroes like that in this day and age? And he's more than a fighter, too. He's a thinker, he is. He's got plans to better our lives, to change things. And he'll do it, by the Fury. Me and my friends and family, we all believe he can do it.
At least he has the support of a youth. At this view. I mean, if they're on the top of the staircase, that's pretty good there. You know, you got a good view, you're right. I mean, preferably we here. But that's probably where the dragon's gonna come from. We're down there, the plaza. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Arturo says how much has changed since we fought alongside each other in the vault. If you had told me then that we would soon be hosting a peace conference, I would have thought you were a fool. Yet here we are, preparing to make that fantasy a reality. And here I am, laboring to make it so.
How's it going, being the head of the house?
Lucia says, Lord Artwell, if I may.
Arturo says certainly, First Commander. How may I be of service?
Oh god,
Lucia
what
says
happened
some
now?
of the convictors are refusing to stand down.
Jesus.
The majority were willing to do so, but a small party have instead pledged to engage any Dravanians bound for Falcon's Nest.
This is those the dragon hunters?
Arturo says Fury take me. They would defy Sarah Emmerich's commands? If they dare attack Vidofnir.
Lucia says it will not come to that. But to see that it does not, we must needs hasten to their encampment. They should be far more reluctant to oppose us were a lord of House Fortemps present.
Arturo says I understand completely. Let us depart at once.
Right then.
There we do. I must ask, would you look after Em and Ellen while I am away?
Where is he? What have you been up to?
No, he has ever been an impulsive, changeable child, but recently he seems to have been suffering from a bout of melancholy. I thought to lift his spirits by having him assist with guard duty, a simple but honorable charge, unlikely to expose him to danger given the presence of so many other knights. Alas, he has taken no interest, and I fear he may abandon his post in my absence.
We need to boost his morale once again.
All I ask is that you keep an eye on him until I return, exhausting though that may be. Thank you, my friend. I promise we will not be long.
Am I crossing my feet? Why does it look like that? Also, I think I have new outfit. I earned a lot in the last trial dungeon. That's it? Nothing else. No, I know I earned a lot. Where is it? I earned this hat. It's weaker. 120, 210. Holy. Yeah, that's... I guess I'm stuck with this outfit for now. Not even rings? I didn't even get better rings. Look at these fancy rings. Nope. I think that's it. Now, how are you, young boy? It's been a while. Are you in your edgy in phase?
Em and Ellen says I'm rather busy at the moment,
Oh boy.
guarding this tavern, as it were.
Guarding this tavern.
Oh, I see now. Arturo thought I might be derelict in my duties, eh? The nerve of my brother to question my dedication. But since you are here, mayhap I can put you to proper use.
Oh god.
The wasteland beyond the walls must be kept safe for travelers, yet I have been forbidden from leaving Falcon's Nest. It wouldn't do for our esteemed guest to be devoured by wolves, oh no. Yet that is precisely what will happen if we do not call the roaming packs.
Very wise.
Your map, if I may. Right, there, those are the points our scouts mark for patrol. I'll leave you to it, old boy. Come, Honoroy, I must return to my rounds.
Unless he got wiser or sending me off.
Honoroyd says, oh dear, do be careful.
You're starting to act like a lord. Either way, he's growing. Either by deception or by responsibility now. Oh, he didn't send me some nearby place. He sent me away. Ooh, wait, someone's almost done with this. Let me get involved. Chance to collect fates, I always appreciate. I need a lot of seals from the Grand Company. That's it? Alright then. If there's any other fates, I shall be joining you. Wait, there's one over here. You want to do this over here for a moment? Oh, not these guys. Guys are annoying. Hey, why are you getting involved? Get out of here. Hey. Why? Speaking of this, I should get my chocobo out. Nice. Why? Actually, I have to speed up. This event is gonna end real quick. Why they keep these deer? They don't know where to end it. What else? Quickly now, we're gonna lose. We got 17 seconds. Hurry. What else? Oh no! Ah. Oh well. We tried. That's one of them. Let's check out the other location. So he was right. There are some intense ghost wolves here. Look at them trying to use a pincer maneuver on me.
Honorroyd says terrible imposition though it was. Ellen says Cyberbolt, Wolf's Bane. It pleases me to inform you that I have completed my rounds, and that all is well in Falcon's Nest.
Very good.
Oh, and there was a grizzled fellow looking for you. You know, the one who made that arsonist confess. Clever, that.
Oh, Tancred? The grizzle fella.
Thancred, was it? He was asking after you.
Alright, I'll go see him.
Anyway, once I noticed the garish weapons he was sporting, I deemed it a waste to leave him be. I dispatched him to an area I neglected to mark on your map. Yes.
Oh, okay.
If you hurry, he might still be there.
Very smart of you, using our talents. You could have just called me too. That would have saved me time. Anyone doing any quests? 0, 0, 0, 0. No one's doing no fates. Now, where is he? He just took down these wolves.
Thancred says fancy meeting you here, Cyber. Was fortunate I came when I did. These two would not have fared well against the wolves on their own. The young lord wasted no time taking advantage of you, did he? And me, I suppose. Let us return to Falcon's Nest. Then, see what other thrilling tasks he may have for us.
He wants us to get rid of all the wolves in the land. No way. 100 Ps, I'm out of here. We gotta get there now. He was pretty tall for a young guy.
A pair of gallant heroes if I ever saw them. Comrades in arms, reunited at last. By your selfless sacrifice have you guaranteed the safety of our many guests. On behalf of Ishgard, I thank you both. And with that, there is naught left to do but to enjoy our well-earned respite.
For those we lost. Oh, the drink? Damn.
Oh, and this should of course go right. Then, the first floor of those barracks has been converted into a tavern for the duration of the conference. Why don't you go and have something to eat? Thancred says for once, a suggestion. Go on ahead, Cyber. I will join you anon.
Alright, don't be late. Pretty nice. What you got? Fish?
Welcome, welcome. Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment.
Oh, thank you. Look at this. A full cutscene with new people. Look at him spoiling us. What we got? Some hot ale?
Cold out, isn't it? Here, a mug on the house. Let's get some colour back in them cheeks.
Hot chocolate?
Freed food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all.
I'll have a fried fish, please. A fillet.
Oh, so many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time, after all them years of fighting.
That bread looks nice. That turkey, though.
When I heard about the conference, I knew I had to come.
Oh, wow.
I knew I had to be here. To do my
Look at that fish. And then look at this apple. I guess apple don't need to be that special. That fish, though.
My husband, he died fighting the dragons, you see. And here we are, about to break bread with him.
It's hard, I know, but now no one else would lose. What the hell? A spy? She poisoned me.
You were right, my lord. You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest? After all you've done, I say you've earned it.
She poisoned me. The bastard. You know you can't have an honest drink no longer. You gotta bring your water everywhere you go.
Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs.
Think a little poison is gonna hold me back?
This was never your fight.
They told me he walks in Halone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
They told me the same.
I expect they think it's comforting. Every time I calm, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000 times worse.
That's why I say it's gonna take generations to heal. People who lost.
It's what they would have us do. Accept this truth for the sake of peace. Bury the past and look to the future. But he was my future. My flesh and blood. My heart.
Damn.
Is this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Cowards, a lot of them. They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Emmerich promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not... I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night, and I will not rest until he lies broken at my feet. Him and every last one of his accursed kin. All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do. Makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks? It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Sir Emmerich and the rest of them bloody fallen for it.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Vulcan's Nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
No. I will not let that happen. They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
What can you do other than try to fight them?
Hey! Hey! This is no time for napping.
Oh my god, it's over. The ceremony.
Do you have your wits about you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
Oh god. How long was I out? What happened? Did she stab people?
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Travarnians. The peace they promise is but a prelude to slaughter. Remember your husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children torn apart by fang and claw. All your loved ones shown no mercy. Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice? Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it, and strike back!
You there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do
Do something, man! Stop her!
Yes, yes, my...
See? See here the true nature of the Highborn. With lies and deception they lead us to our doom. And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward. This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters. Death by dragon's fang, or death by nobleman's command. Death to all we hold dear. I spit on your choices, noblemen! You will take no more from me! No more! No more!
Holy shit. Why did you shoot another one?
What have you done? I only did as you ordered, my lord.
I gave no such order!
Oh my god. Now what?
I dare say that could not have played out any worse, given that the First Commander and Lord Arturo are not here to take control of the situation. I spoke with a messenger who said that they would be returning shortly, but until they do, naught will be done. Lord Emanellan has retreated to the barracks and is refusing to speak to anyone. Therefore it falls to us to ensure that order has been fully restored. Come, let us walk the streets and speak with the people.
Oh boy. Highborn merchant? Of course, they're excused to the wars going down.
Says my wife and I fell while fleeing with the others at first. The Chirurgeons tended to our bruises afterwards. Those mad fools have ruined everything, and for what?
Spirited Stonecutter?
Spirited Stonecutter says I'd heard the rumors that the young lord was a drunken fool. What imbecile thought it would be a good idea to let him have the run of Falcon's Nest? Well, I say him and Sir Americ take their bloody change and shove it up their asses. I'll not be taken in by that rot again.
Oh god. And what of you?
Jocelyn says they were wrong to resort to violence, but when I heard her speak, her words were as a dagger in my heart. Who are we to decide that enough is enough? That their calls for justice can never be answered? Will this be the end of it, or will there be others like them and the true brothers? I do not want to bear steel against my kinsmen ever again. I do not know if I even can.
I mean, she started it. She knew what she was doing by poisoning me.
Thancred says, well, what say you?
Not good.
The violence has passed, but the people are far from recovered. That is to be expected. For the moment, it appears that no innocents were harmed by the guards. The blame for all casualties can be placed squarely upon the protesters. Nevertheless, the people will not soon forget the image of a young lordling ordering the public execution of an unarmed protester, one whose words resonated with the hearts of many.
Yes, they made her a martyr.
After all, who among us has not lost loved ones?
Ooh, new weapons. No, not my class.
Lord Artoral and the first commander should have returned by now. To the tavern, then. Their first order of business will be to speak with Lord Emanellan, and I somehow doubt that he has moved in Ilm since last we saw him.
It says stop her, not end her. After the first shot, that should have been it. Oh boy. Lucia, where were you? Oh yeah, they went with it.
Apologies, Cyber. I bear full responsibility for this debacle.
Thancred says there will be time for that later. I, for one, am more concerned about picking up the pieces. What do we know?
Lucia says according to initial reports, the protest was orchestrated by the young woman whom Lord Emanellan ordered shot. She and her conspirators infiltrated Falcon's Nest posing as servants and guests. Several were taken alive. Others resisted and were struck down. Still others took their own lives.
Jesus. It's horrible.
Our forces suffered casualties as well, but by the grace of the Fury, no civilians were seriously injured. Still more remarkably, the ringleader yet lives, for the time being,
What?
at least. The Churgeons are doing what they can for her, but she may not live through the night.
Artoral says given their impeccable timing, it is like that the convictors who drew us away from the hamlet were in league with the protesters. Accordingly, we have detained them for questioning. I'll be sworn that these villains spent as much effort plotting the failure of this peace conference as we did its success. Thancred says well, if the mood of the hamlet is any indication, theirs have been the more fruitful labors. In the wake of the protest, the people seem disillusioned.
Yeah, and she drugged me.
Lucia says you spoke with them, then? I see. Sir Americ placed his trust in me. It will be difficult to explain what has happened here.
Artoral says remember how far we have come, First Commander. The people's faith may be shaken, but we convinced them before, and will do so again. If we can but find a means to remind them, to show them once more the promise that change holds for all, then this tragedy too shall pass into the past.
Lucia says we must pray that you are right. Nevertheless, for the time being, I have no choice but to suspend the peace conference, pending Sir Americ's final decision. Under the circumstances, I cannot leave Falcon's Nest. Cyber, will you deliver my report to the Lord Commander in my stead?
Artoral says get up, Emanellan. You're going with him. Emanellan says go on without me. Artoral says, I was not asking. You will answer for your actions. In person. Is that clear? Emanellan says, yes, my lord.com, Honorroyd. Thancred says your manservant is not here. In fact, I have not seen him for some time.
Oh no.
Emanellan says Honorroyd? Honorroyd. I could have sworn he was.
What happened? Don't tell me he was one of the fallen. What are you doing over here? No way. Oh, he's breathing.
Olowa! No, no! What have they done to you? Onawa! Onawa!
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the seven hells happened to you?
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Oh, gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Do not blame yourself, my lord. I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost. But the future holds so much promise, so much joy. And you know that better than any.
What?
Onuwa?
Calm yourself. The boy will live. But it's imperative we get him inside and into the care of a Kairoujian without delay.
Oh, we were so close! Why does it all have to fall to pieces? Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing! And still it falls to pieces! Tell me, what was I supposed to do? Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed to do?
It really wouldn't be my
To
reaction.
others. You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
And what would you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
That was a mistake.
You know nothing about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed. Learn to live with it. I have.
Damn. Now 2 people need the doctors. I mean, shouldn't we take him? Are we just gonna leave him out here? Oh boy, it's heavy though.
Thancred says, I may have overreacted, but it needed to be done. He was becoming hysterical. I understand the desire to look for reasons, for excuses, to convince yourself you had no choice.
Yeah.
But the past is the past, and there is naught to be gained from reliving your mistakes. I know this. But he...
Hellfire Blade. Guillotine. Ooh, a guillotine. Claws. Lancer arm. Roach arm. Shield. All these are cool. Maybe a lancer? No, the claws look crazy. I'm gonna get that.
I have no desire to wait for the lordling to emerge from his puddle of self-pity. We have him.
Okay, let's go. Back to the foundation.
Temple Night Guard says you are expected, sir.
Oh boy, and the father's here too, so he has to speak for him.
Americ says word of the demonstration and its resolution outstripped you, Cyber. Every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale.
Damn.
Count Edmont de Fortemps says 'tis rumored that my youngest's lack of judgment was to blame. Of course, such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass?
I'm the best hand talker in the world.
The truth of it. Regardless of his intent, the result is undeniable. He has furthered the cause of these misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. Americ says to dwell so deeply on the war and the vengeance it begets, only for that too to be taken away. Is it any wonder that they were left bereft? For what was this sacrifice? Have we not to show for our suffering? I thought peace a sufficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmont, and ours is a nation built on centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our peril. To hold on to the past, without being beholden to it. We must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers without glorying in their excesses. Count Edmont de Fortemps says a difficult path, to be sure. We dare not deny the scars which mar our nation's soul, lest we spur other disillusioned souls to retrace them.
So what, a memorial?
But, as you say, we dare not revel in past glories either, for they are tainted all. A clear, unambiguous enemy, and an undeniably righteous cause. 'Tis a bitter reflection, but lies though they were, they did long serve to unite us. Americ says no truth will ever serve as well, I fear. Yet, we are not without options.
See, this is why you're a leader. You have options. Tell it to us.
A proposal was tabled by the other members of the Eorzean Alliance for joint military exercises, to strengthen the ties between our nations, and test our readiness to meet with a common threat. I had thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits.
Well, we fight that against the other countries? Have something to work for?
An occasion for the Temple Knights on the watch to take the field as allies, a unified Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against a coalition of the allied nations' finest. Hosted by Ishgard, in the shadow of the gates of judgment, a victory under such circumstances would serve as a reaffirmation, nay, a declaration to all and sundry that we are as strong and united as ever.
Very good, very smart.
Count Edmont de Fortemps says such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism. It is true. But if we should be defeated, though, even to hold our own against the cream of three nations might be presented as a triumph. Very well. You may count on my support, for what little it is worth. However, I have a request. I would have my son Eminelin take part in the grand melee. By his deeds has he brought shame upon Ishgard, and so by his deeds I would have him bring our nation honor.
Oh boy.
Americ says, as you wish, my lord. If that is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, we have no time to lose. Simon, would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to...
Alright, now everyone, it's time to round them up. Everyone that has nothing to do, you're going to fight. It's like, this is your duty now.
He's not already returned. He will soon enough, making every effort to avoid you. Thancred says so that is their solution. A grand melee to unite the people.
Understandable.
Would they have you play in this affair? I wonder. You, whom they have taken into their confidence, upon whom they have come so heavily to rely. And will you oblige them, when the proposition is made? Will you stand for Ishgard once more?
This is getting a bit much, isn't it? I will stand for my friends and comrade, not a nation.
A poor choice of words. For friends tried and true, then, the living and the lost. So, for this grand melee of his, Sarah Emmerich wishes to field a force comprising both his temple knights and Hilda's watch, yes? I can only imagine what she will have to say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go and see for myself.
Alright. Best be careful. And Lucia's right here.
Lucia says, well met. Cyber, have you spoken with Sir Americ? I was aware of the Alliance's request. So, Sir Americ would turn these exercises into a spectacle for the masses. It is not that I doubt the efficacy of such a plan. Indeed, I know its effectiveness only too well, having witnessed it firsthand. Nevertheless, he has not once given me reason to doubt his intentions, and these are desperate times indeed. I will select knights for the event forthwith. As for the watch, did he know? How considerate of Master Thancred to seek out our young watch commander of his own volition.
Right.
Alas, he acted prematurely. Pray deliver this list of watch candidates to Hilda. I would have her best men, not her most dispensable.
Yeah, we gotta show the other nations our best thing that we could bring to the table. That's where? Maybe over here. The Brumi. Yo, the how are you?
Thancred's been telling me all about Sir Americ's grand soiree. Seems we're expected to join him.
Yep.
It's nice of him to invite us and all, but I hope he knows what he's doing, cause we ain't dressed to dance with professional bleeding soldiers. Well, seems the first commander's gone and handpicked her guests. Can't say I disagree with her choices, though. She's got a good eye. Will you be fighting too? Reckon it'd inspire the lads if you were. Might take their minds off getting their hides tanned, and all. Think about it, eh?
Thancred says I hate to ask, but you haven't seen our favorite lordling, have you?
That the room?
Not. On the assumption that he is not to be found in his
Oh.
father's loving embrace, I suggest we split up and look for him. I will search Foundation, and you the pillars.
Yeah, now where is he hiding? Here, you hiding here, where there was a crowd beside you before.
Ellen says, I carried Honoroi to the manor. Our best chirurgeons are tending to him as we speak. He is yet to wake, but surely he will. So father has volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs? My beloved family. always making my decisions for me. No, it's not like that. It's just, oh, you wouldn't understand. How could you?
You are free to be the man you want to be, whereas I
am a son of House Fortemps, don't you see? My future was determined before I was born. What I could and could not do.
You make the best of it. Appreciate that this is... Others don't have that luxury.
Right or wrong, that was the way of it, until the old order began to crumble. Now we wander amidst the rubble, searching for a purpose, for a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction they dedicate themselves to their causes. But not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men make them for me. Do this, do that, take this duty, guard this conference.
I see. I understand you. I know what you're trying to say.
I suppose I had convinced myself I was above it, until your friend showed me otherwise. When I saw Honorroyd, I wanted to scream. I wanted someone to blame. But, in the end, there was only me. Only me.
Only you were to blame. Because of your actions, that's why your friend was hurt.
I bow my head and accept Father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I will go to Sarah Emmerich, and I will make my own decision.
Very good. Really? I had to go watch them? I could just hear it afterwards, what happened. Me being there is not really that important for them, for their talk.
Temple Night Guard says the Lord Commander is not to be disturbed. May I ask what matter demands his personal attention?
What? Let me in. What are you talking about?
I see. Very well. You may enter.
This guy keep asking me these questions. Wait, is this a long cutscene? That's why? Here we go.
Lord Commander, if I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion.
Let's see this movie. And because of the pain of the other people, you don't want it to continue, right?
He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalain. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Emmanuel de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
He wants to be in the fight.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
Very good.
You'll take charge of the Ishgardian forces.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emeric leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more.
Make your case.
An adventurer beholden to none, who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory. A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side. I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend? One more time.
Oh, God. They're too good with words. Tancred, what do you say? Hey, it chose for me.
Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
Everyone else at the Alliance like, hey, I didn't know we could call on the Warrior Light. True with this battle. It's cheating.
I think it might be love.
Wait, what? What? What are you talking about?
I dare say it might be cheating, too. Your mere presence is enough to turn the tide of most battles.
That's what I'm saying.
And did you see the way his eyes lit up when you nodded? It was a look of boundless relief and joy. One would think a politician more practiced at concealing his emotion.
That's so
Still,
funny.
His honesty does him credit. For a moment, I was fair inspired to pledge myself to the cause. But that would be improper. This is their fight, and yours, but not mine.
Yeah. Let me see. I can't try it on. Okay, yeah, that's the sphere. Those are cool daggers. Good helmet. But why is this so sad looking? I guess because it's not in use, it will look like this. But I'm not that class, so this is gonna have to do. There we go. Weaker. Victory? Oh god, they already spoiled it.
Lucia says Sir Emeric informs me that the Alliance leaders have agreed to his proposal. The Grand Melee will be held here, in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, and in sight of the capital. An announcement has been made, and allied forces are currently en route. The eyes of Ishgard are upon us, Cyber. We must not fail.
Thancred says a rare opportunity to see you pit yourself against allied forces, outside of Cartano, perhaps. I would not miss this for the world.
This is gonna be funny. Like, they're cheating. They summoned the legendary. Speaking of which, let's use our new minion. Where is he? There he is. I'm gonna click it. Come on, frog. Cast your spells. Where is that? Dragon head? I guess I gotta leave through the gate. Yeah, this way. Through where I came from first. Look at this guy. Open it up. I'm leaving.
Art guards.
Oh, look. All the Grand Companions are here. And there you are.
Ellen says there he is. I say, when you didn't appear, I began to question. Nothing. Never mind. Ahem. To think that we are mere moments away from facing the cream of Eorzea's soldiery in battle. That I am, mere. But what if? Oh, what am I saying? Stop imagining the worst. I must think of the victory, of the glory, of the stories I will tell Honorroyd when he awakes.
That's the mentality.
I am ready, old boy. Are you?
60, you say? Let me check. Should be good. Oh. Didn't realize I had that minion. We're ready.
By the Fury, how could I forget? Father bid me present this to you.
What?
I know it is sudden, but we believe the men would find it inspiring if you bore the colors of House Fortemps into battle. Pray do us this honor. During the grand melee, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected.
Now this is my first glamour. Let's see. Oh. Limbs, Yuda. Gridania. Wait, is Gridania here? That's it? This is the grand melee? I want to see like a few people. Oh god. They gave me this? Oh my god. It's like, it's unfair. It looks kind of good, not gonna lie.
Let all here present heed well the rules of engagement.
Well, capture the flag?
Grand Melee is a large-scale battle in which an allied company of Ulda and Gridanian and Laminsan forces will be pitted against a company of Ishgardian forces. When a combatant is incapacitated, the opposing company will be awarded tactical points. The
Damn.
first company to attain the designated tactical rating of 100